Anytime you've decided that you want to climb the ladder of success, just make sure that ladder is leaning on a support system that is stable or in a building that will not collapse. Advising people that if you've chosen what you want to do and you really know that this will take you to your destination and you visualize it, then put all your energy into doing it until you get it. Don't stop. I know a lot of people listening to me today happens to be complaining one way or the other that we cannot start anything in our life to lead us to where we are going to be making so much money. Is that it is not about competence, it is not about intelligence from the start. It is all about you knowing what you want to do and do it repeatedly, times 10, 100, 150, 200, 500 times until you get it right. That's one of the secrets probably that you are not following, and that's why probably you are not. The first thing you should think is, how equipped are you to be able to get what you want? I should ask you the question again, right? How well prepared are you to be able to take chances, to be able to take opportunities that comes around you? Hello, my beautiful people. Once again, I'm excited to be with you this beautiful day. How are you doing today and how was your day? I hope you had a wonderful day just like me from this end. So today we're going to be having an interesting session. A lot of us complain so much that we don't know how to get started. We don't have capital to start a business. We don't know how to start our life. Today, I want to give you some secrets on how you can get started. By the way, those are some of the ways I got started. In fact, there's a lot I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to be sharing with you today. Just sit back, relax, and make sure that you learn, right? As part of my culture, thank you for joining us, Saminu A's father. Thank you for joining us. So today I decided that each time I'm starting session like this, we're going to be starting with a powerful quote that is likely going to resonate with your head and will make sense to you. And today what I've chosen is a quote that I've seen by his name is something Covey, right? Stephen Covey. He said, anytime you've decided that you want to climb the ladder of success, just make sure that ladder is leaning leaning on a support system that is stable or in a building that will not collapse. I don't know if you get. So in essence, whatever you have chosen to do, make sure that it will lead you to where you want to go without destroying yourself or having some destructive experiences. You can always fact check and make sure that what you are doing is right and you're on the right track, okay? Before you go ahead to put all your energy into doing that, because I've been advising people that if you've chosen what you want to do and you really know that this will take you to your destination and you visualize it, then put all your energy into doing it until you get it. Don't stop. So imagine that the ladder you are climbing to that success is leaning on a wall that is not strong enough, right? What will happen? Eventually it will collapse and all your success will go down. So be careful. So we are on that note, we're going to be starting today's class. I know a lot of people listening to me today happens to be complaining one way or the other that we cannot start anything in our life to lead us to where we are going to be making so much money, right? So, but I tell you that because most people are just too capital conscious. I don't have money to do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't afford it. There's no such thing that you can't afford it. There's no such thing that I can't do it. The thing is, you don't want to do it and you are not ready to do it. It's probably the reason why you are not doing it. And again, what I tell people is that it is not about competence from the start. It is not about intelligence from the start. It is all about you knowing what you want to do and do it repeatedly, times 10, 100, 150, 200, 500 times until you get it right. That's one of the secrets probably that you are not following, and that's why probably you are not getting it right, because if you try one, two, then you give up. How on earth are you supposed to be able to proceed? Now, I like to start on the note that some people, they are just problem conscious. Like, instead of them to always think solution to problems, they are always problem minded. Oh, that, when you start online business, people will cheat you. I don't know if you get. I can't just go out today. I'm feeling somehow, I'm feeling weak. They are just problem minded. Why don't you just get out and do what you are supposed to do? I don't know if you are listening. There are certain habits you have, you just need to change that mentality to seeing solution. Don't always, of course there are problems. Everybody have problem one way or the other. Even myself that I'm talking to you and I'm coming here to encourage you. If you know the amount of encouragement that I need every day, and that I go get it where I'm supposed to get it, which is of course one of the reasons I'm here today, and I'm going to be telling you how you too can get. Perhaps if you happen to be listening to me now, I want to believe that you are taking a step already, right? So I'm going to help you reinforce it and help you channel it well, such a way that you will benefit more from it. By the way, how many of you have noticed that my confidence, my nervousness have reduced, my confidence have increased, and I'm getting better at the presentation, right? So you can see, these are some of the things I'm saying. This is the thing of our live video presentation on Facebook. In case you are joining me for the first time, my name is A.A. Kabir, and we are going to be doing this for let's just put it 1,000 days appearance live on Facebook. And again, we've decided that we're going to be making this, like, we're going to be taking some of this content and then editing it and putting it on our YouTube so that others too can benefit on that community. So let's proceed. Now, one of the first things you should think is, how equipped are you to be able to get what you want? I should ask you the question again, right? How well prepared are you to be able to take chances, to be able to take opportunities that comes around you? By the way, let me tell you that some people don't even recognize the chances that come their way. Just like I was talking to somebody today and I was asking her that if you are opportune to meet with the president of our country today and he asks you that this is a blank check, how much do you want to feel there? I know that they will have my type and they will have so many other types, but this has happened to me. Do you know that a lot of us, 7 out of 10 will say probably whichever amount that you think is good for me? A lot of us will say this. Like I said, 7 out of 10 will say this because we feel like if this person can give us this opportunity, they can give us this, this chance, so we should not belittle it by just mentioning amount. We feel like, the society have trained us, or where we came from, most of us, because of the respect and all this kind of training we had, that you can't mention money for somebody that want to dash you money. You cannot mention an amount for somebody that want to dash you. So you just allow them to dash you what they want to dash you. No. These are some of the things you must change. Before you meet Mr. President, you should even have goals. You should have goals that are bigger than you, that probably are reading billions. In fact, don't worry, just tell him whatsoever amount that is so big that your imagination cannot even carry it, that even Nigeria will not be able to pay you. So at the end of the day, he might just end up paying you something greater. But if you give him the guy, okay, just give me whatever, you will be shocked. It has happened to me. While I was about to do my master's degree project, somebody gave me a blank check. How much do you think I should dash you here? A friend to my father, how much should I give you so that you can go ahead and do your project well? And I said, please, whatever you feel is good for what you can afford to give me. Can you imagine? They have given you this opportunity to actually fill in a blank check, but because you are not prepared enough to take chances, you are not prepared enough to take the opportunities, then you give it to chances, and chances, guess what? It has little to nothing in store for you. So that's why each time we are coming like this, don't think that we are just coming to blab. No, we've learned some things that you don't know. Probably you know, but you are not following. I don't know if you get. These things are very simple. By the way, this internet era you are seeing is one of the best era that no one has any reason to fail. You don't have any reason to fail. Because in those days, people want to make wealth. They had to travel far to meet people. They had to leave their place. It's so difficult for them to make it, because people that are wealthy, in fact, in those days, if you see anybody wealthy, what they have programmed our mind, these people might be doing something fishy. So it's even hard to get close. But it's not everyone that is wealthy that is doing something fishy. Most of them made this money legitimately. I don't know if you get. We have a lot of millionaires and billionaires that are self-made. They made it from scratch. And you too can do it. You too can do it. See, let me tell you, if you are living in this era of internet and you are unable to harness or make use of it, that the only thing you go there to do is to chat. See, they should go and check something. They should go and check something. I didn't say, did I touch here? You need to check yourself. Sit down and ask yourself. I've seen vast opportunity, immense, so plenty opportunities on this internet that you can harness just right where you are at your comfort. By the way, I'm going to be mentioning a few for you today. So, but even if you feel like you cannot really harness this internet, you are not so that equipped and learned to be able to do it, and you are not ready to learn it, I will advise you to also look at your environment, your immediate place where you live. There are successful people there. How many times have you gone to meet any of them to ask them, see, how can I do this? How can I? And guess what? A lot of them are even ready to give you the tips for free without charging you. What I tell graduates is that if it will take you humbleness, well, anyway, I'm coming to that. That might be our next topic, because I'm going to be teaching you some things that are currency. They are real money. I talked about negotiation the other day. If you have not watched the video, please go and type, how people use negotiation, how people negotiate against you and cheat you, and how you too can negotiate against people to gain profit. Let's use that language like that, but just go and type it and then you see it. You can actually start from having that skill of how to negotiate very well, and then you have a lot of money to yourself even without. Do you understand? Because a lot of businesses are there today that need people to be able to help them negotiate to sell their product. And by the way, yourself, you can go and negotiate one or two things to buy and resell, buy at a cheaper price. But you are not concerned about those things. The only thing you are concerned about is complain, what is not working and what is never going to work. That's what you see. And that's why you are not really seeing opportunities. Right? So, number one, to start with, there are a few options I'm going to be giving you today. Right? I actually jot them down so that I will not miss the points. I noticed that most of my videos that I've started so far, today is day 10. For the last few videos I've done, I have so many ideas in my mind, but I used to digress, jump from one place to the other, so it's not well structured. And I decided that, okay, let me try to organize myself, because one of the things I've observed with successful people is that they are very organized. Even so let me train myself, because my subconscious mind will begin to organize itself once I organize. I don't know if you get. So let me start by using paper, and with time we get to using our brain. Now let's look at online platforms. Like, there are many online platforms where you can go and learn for free. One of it is Coursera. And guess what? While I was a teacher in the classroom, I went to learn about 2 courses. How to people management, like pupils management, that's how I'm supposed to call it. How to manage them well and make sure that you influence their habit and character. I can't remember the name of the course, but I think I learned 2. And let me tell you that even as of today as I am, I've gone there just a few weeks ago to go and learn about how to do prompt engineering, AI prompt engineering, how to ask relevant questions with AI so that you have answers to whatever you want. Because the deep, or let me say how powerful your questions are, that's how likely powerful answers you get. You understand the uniqueness of your questions. So I learned to answer questions by learning courses on Coursera for free, except you want to get certification. That's when you pay. Now, that platform is there, lying there, and people are not using it. It will amaze you today that's why I started by saying that if you are living in this era of internet, let me even leave internet. Do you know that there are powerful secrets on how successful people have made it? They have put it down on the books. But people don't care to read. Their excuse is that they cannot. I don't like reading. There's a problem. Anyway, I have promised, like I've said, I'm going to keep coming here to tell you some of these problems and give you some solutions to it. But again, it's left to you to decide. Even like Udemy, UDEMY, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Those places are there. There are several of them that you could go learn courses. Do you know? But a lot of us are not doing that. So, if you decide to step up your game, then you must start learning things from places, right? So, if you want to learn more about those kind of platforms, just go on YouTube and browse. And then you have millions of them. The ones that are free and the ones that you can pay. And of course, you can afford to pay some if the need be. So let's proceed to the next one. What I call digital mentorship. Step 2 is digital mentorship. Maybe I should mention all the 5 steps. Then we begin to follow up. Number 1 is online platforms such as Coursera, Udemy, etc. We have digital mentorship. And number 3, we have e-commerce and digital marketplaces. Number 4, we have online communities and networking places like Facebook, YouTube, and all that. And then the last one, we have content creation. These are some of the ways that I've leveled up, or like I'm trying to tell you how I've been leveraging on them, and you too can do the same to change your game. You don't need to be so intelligent if you want to do something these days. You just need to know what you need to do and then begin to learn it. Do you know, this live video session presentation, I never learned it from anywhere, but I saw people doing it and I know what comes out of it as a result. So I had to learn it, and I was deciding when to start making videos to edit and come and post. I see that I don't have time to edit videos. I don't have the time. In fact, it's so frustrating and it's so nervous. So each time I start it, I stop. So I decided, look, the best thing to do is to present myself online, whether it's making sense, not making sense. Just start something. And I think it's making sense already. Maybe you agree with me. So now let's proceed. Digital mentorship. You see platforms like YouTube. Let me calm down. And you too, calm down before I will tell you this. If I tell you that YouTube is the best university in the whole world that I've ever seen, is better than my university that I attended. YouTube, that is one of the best universities that I've ever seen in the entire world. And I don't think any university is beating that particular university very soon, because of the way they have structured. They are so structured in such a way that there is no type of knowledge that you want that is not available there. And there is no type of creativity and imagination you want to bring to life that somebody cannot have a kind of beginner idea that will spark you into that. In fact, the creativity is so amazing that if you go through 5 years to get degrees, another 3 years or 5 years again to get PhD or whatever, you can never be able to gather the level of insights that they have on this university called YouTube. But guess what my people are doing? They are not using those platforms. They just prefer to go and sit down in the classroom do you know that all the information that lecturers in the university will teach you, you already have it available on YouTube? And these are some of the things that really made me to start thinking that, look, maybe this thing is structured only to be able to give you certificates. I would have not have problem with that type of education if at the end of the day people are equipped enough to be able to do what they claim they have taught them. How can you tell me somebody is an electrical engineer, somebody is a building engineer who knows nothing about building, and he or she has spent probably 5 years learning that course? Do you know that whatever they want to teach you in that curriculum is there on this internet? is there on the YouTube, and you can learn it actually, even in a more practical ways. We have, like I said, we have digital experts, we have industrial experts, we have entrepreneur experts with results that have been doing this thing. If it's English you want to learn, these people speak English to teach you. I don't know what you are looking for. Why are you sitting down in the classroom? Why are you sitting down there? So that they can award you paper. Oh my God. Think about it. I withdraw myself from getting any form of certification. See, if I ever go to any school, if at all, nobody should award me any certificate. I'm not interested in it. Just whatever you are teaching me, just let me to be able to do it. You are done with me. I don't need your certification. For any reasons, I don't need it. Don't give it to me. Some people will be saying maybe you have certification, you have kept them. The only reason why I have not bought my certificates is because of your type that will now ask me, do you even have certificate to show? Have you ever been there? Because I have a mission on this conversation I'm giving you. I have a mission, and there's one thing I'm bringing to life, which I think in the whole world nobody have had that idea. If people have had, nobody has bring it into life, and I'm going to do it right before your eyes. But by the way, that's not the lesson for today. Maybe I'm exposing some secrets. Go and think about it. But the truth is, let's be very realistic now. Maybe you can tell me that they have helped you to structure some curriculum so that you learn step by step, and maybe you don't have that on YouTube. I agree. But whatever you have there, you already have. If you now want to even ask Google or AI to help you structure how to learn, for example, how to become a chemist, and the structure of curriculum they have is available. Why don't you just pick that curriculum, then make it a prototype that you follow to learn your Anyway, I won't blame you, because many of us are not disciplined. Like I talked about yesterday in one of my videos, I talk about discipline. Some people, if they don't force them to study, they will not study. Anyway, these are some of the benefits of that education. Anyway, I'm not against it, but I think it needs a lot of revolution. It needs a kind of overhaul changing, right? I don't believe it equips people enough to be able to do well in the society. So like I was saying, if you go to YouTube, if you want to become an entrepreneur, just pick 1, 2, 3, 4 persons that inspire you. They have messages, practical steps on how they are doing these things. And you can go for seminars, you can go for so many things, even outside the country. If you have the money. If you don't have the money, start from your community. Learn these things. Start from your room. I'm sitting right here in my room in Nigeria, Abuja to be precise, and I'm sharing this information to millions and billions of people on Facebook. I don't know if you get. So when you go on YouTube, even if it's a skill, even if it's the education. By the way, if you are still in that education, please, whatever they are teaching you, come and use YouTube as a follow-up, as a backup to learn the practicals. Maybe that could help you too, right? I know what I'm saying. It is not good for you to just follow blindly those theory information. At the end of the day, you look dumb. Sorry, it's not an insult, but you need to understand that if you don't take some of these things, you are going to later come back. And some of you that are even living in denial right now, you have that education, but the only thing you know how to do is to work for people, right? I'm not against you working for people, but the only way, or the only thing about working for people is just to learn. It's not for salary, it's not for money. Don't depend on working for people just to take money. No, that's wrong. So where are we now? E-commerce and a digital marketplace, and some digital marketplace. Now you see platforms like Alibaba, AliExpress, Amazon. There are so much you can do there. Amazon KDP. There is so much you can. Recently, I published a book on e-commerce, online sales. You can go to Amazon and type it. You see, you have it. If you want to buy, you can buy. Just a little amount of money. On that book, we explore a lot of things we are doing practical here. By the way, we sell in different African countries, and we're expanding beyond Africa, right? So, but how did it get started? I learned it. I learned it. I knew that people are selling online. Even me, I buy online. You too, you might be an online buyer, but you have never thought of selling to others. But you've been buying all these years. See how people are using you. You always pay people from the salary you earn from your hard work using your time. But you never think of how people can pay you too. This platform, they didn't deny you. Facebook, for example, I'm using now. Nobody deny me. If I want to use YouTube, nobody deny me. But you don't think about it. And we are complaining now that there's no job. I think, again, let me repeat that YouTube is one of the best. Google is one of the best job providers in the whole world. To show you that first thing I said, that they are the best, they are still the best. You don't know how many people are cashing out using these platforms. Like, how I just imagine for a minute, if there are no platforms like this, how Nigeria would have looked like. Because the youth, most of them that have been taken out of the street, is because of these platforms. Before I will forget, I'm not even a YouTube content creator, but I've brought about 3 persons this year that are currently making content on YouTube. And we are partnering. I teach them how to do it. I'm not doing it, but I taught them how to do it. And by the time they do it and they monetize it, and it will shock you. Go to YouTube and check this platform. What do they call this? That one is Afro Love Stories. Go and check it. You see how it's moving. Go and check. There's one other one. I can't remember all of them. Mentor Inspire Me. Those platforms. These are 2 examples that we've created using students that are learning under me. And I'm not even a YouTube content creator. I'm just trying to learn now, right? So is that amazing? And once these platforms get monetized, these students are going to start receiving money in what? In dollars. And then you tell me there's no job. By the way, one of them was a teacher in the classroom that was being paid 15,000. Even they delay the money. At times they don't pay her before she met me. So just imagine what will happen if she starts receiving dollars monthly and you say there is no job. It's just that you don't know what to do. I'm always trying to push you to do something for your life, right? So e-commerce platform, they are wonderful places where if you learn how to do it. By the way, we have a platform, we have arrangement of teaching students, and then we charge them a little so that they can be able to learn how to import, how to even export to other countries, right? And how to sell, to earn in different currencies. Like Ghana cedis now. At this time of my conversation with you, Ghana cedis is, 1 Ghana cedis is about 98 to 100 Nigerian naira. Just imagine you have just 5,000 Ghana cedis. You'll be talking about 500,000. I don't know. But it's just 5,000 Ghana cedis, which is very easy for you to get. You can learn these things. Don't think you cannot learn it. Who has done this to you? And you are still carrying certificates up and down, looking for a job that is not found anywhere. Sometimes it gets on me when I talk about these things because it's painful. I don't know, but that's the truth. So you need to start thinking about different platforms, even the Gigi. There's a platform we call Gigi. In your local community, I came across people that are doing real estate realtor, and they just post people's houses there that are on market for either renting or selling. And just a single commission, somebody will just go to that GD and search, oh, I saw this house, are you the one there? Can you take me to the place? Just please, is it not data? Just data. You need to do that just to dedicate your time doing that. But some of you, when you start it 1, 2, 3 days, you stop. Oh my God. Anyway, I just believe you are learning, and you are learning hard. But it's not all about learning. Implement. If there is one thing you have picked out of this presentation, go and sit down. This is what interests me. Start. I'm going to teach you. We have a lot to do on this internet. Let me know so that we'll not pass 30 minutes. Let me round up. We have online communities. That's where I am. Online communities and networking places. You see, over the 3 years, well, I would say 3, 5, 6, 7 years, and even 10 years, I've been in some platforms on YouTube. on WhatsApp that I've never removed myself from, because there's something I'm getting there. I don't know if you get, For most of you, you just join useless platforms, jokes. You just waste your time typing rubbish that doesn't add up. By the way, when I began to realize some of these things, I think that was late 2020. I began to remove myself from platforms that I know have no any impact in my life, any positive impact. Once, no matter how beautiful it is, if it has no direct positive impact in my life, rather than just taking my time and wasting my time, I disconnect myself from it. Even some of the platforms I created myself, groups, I created myself to add people, and they are doing well, and they are happy because we are doing some kind of things, rubbish, not just ordinary rubbish, but sometimes like jokes, for example, discussing some things, some news, what's happening in Nigeria. Please, it was those things weigh you down and it takes you nowhere. Why are you even discussing Nigerian problem? Why are you discussing it? You think you are going, by discussing it, it's going to get better? No, you get better. You should get better. You listening to me, go and get better. Once you get better, your Nigeria will get better. You are here, by the way. Nigeria has not gotten better yet, but because you got better, Nigeria will get better. I don't know if you get this. These things are so simple, but people don't get it. Get it today, right? So LinkedIn groups, WhatsApp communities, even Facebook that you are seeing. Do you know that Facebook is one of the platforms we use to run ads in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Zambia, in Congo? There are so many countries, even outside this Africa, this continent. You can target people, and that's why I tell people that, look, how can you sit down at this era of internet and tell yourself that, look, I can't make it, or I don't know it, or I can't do it, or I can't afford to do it? You can afford to do it. If you have been working at a job, why don't you take time? If it's 1 year that it will take you, please gather money to learn it. If it's charging, they are going to charge you. Is it not better? Is it not better if they are paying you 20,000 from your place of work? Please drink garis, suffer, save 5,000 every month. By the way, there are people that they are paid 10,000 and they are still working. Even as I speak to you, it will shock you. Some people are receiving 50,000, 100,000, but they will always keep saying it's not enough. Somebody is receiving 150k and he's saying it's not enough. Somebody is receiving 250k, he's saying it's not enough. Somebody is even receiving 500k monthly as a salary, he says it's not enough. Don't you see that there is a problem there? There's a problem. It's not that it's not enough. You are not ready. No matter the amount of money, even if you are not receiving at all, if you are ready, you find a way around it, and it will happen, right? So now finally, I talk about content creation. You see, today I'm here, right? One of the things that drives my passion, I've left the lecturing job, but I still love to teach. Like, it's just part of me. Each time I just sit down and I've not impacted on people, it's like you are missing something. So I took it upon myself that, look, no matter what it takes, I'm going to impact my knowledge, my information that is unique and is helping me, and things I'm learning to those who are ready to learn. Because I just cannot see myself getting out of teaching. But my own challenge is I have to teach what is working, what I've applied. I cannot teach you theories that is not working anywhere. Most of these things I tell you, go and check. There's a platform we call Social Blade. If you want to check it for yourself, that Social Blade has a way of telling you the content creators, like on YouTube. If you copy their YouTube link, go to the Social Blade and enter it and see how much they are earning on monthly basis, the estimate of what they are earning on monthly basis and on annual basis. It will shock you. You see thousands of dollars. And by the way, some of you say it's a lie. Oh, it's a lie. That's why you are not getting it. Because you have been saying it's a lie. Me, I'm doing e-commerce now. I sell. If I tell people that I sell in other countries, sitting right here where I am, I know some of you will say it's a lie. You want to see evidence. By the way, if you even want to see evidence, why don't you go close to people that have evidence of what they are doing and let them know that you want to learn and learn it. These things are quite simple. Did I have anybody join me on this live session today? I didn't see anybody, please. Anyway, I know so many of you will come to watch later, and if you appreciate this video, please help me to comment. Whatever you have learned that is helpful to you, you can just help me to comment so that I will know, yes, I've impacted something. But shall I know whether you believe it or not, what I've told you is the blank how do they call it? Is the pure truth, right? And there's no two way about it. So if you are ready to learn, just get started. And today I am leaving here saying once again that until you have a knowledge that is having value, or is solving problem, or is innovating solutions to problem, then that knowledge is a waste. My name is Ekabe once again, and see you tomorrow, day 11. Today is day 10. Bye bye.